Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. Swamp War. A lot of drama around this one. Sammy, how you doing, man?
For a weird Wednesday afternoon baseball, I'm doing good.
I'm telling you what, it's beautiful weather for a baseball game, too.
Yep.
Hey, so much around this game, it's almost insane. The lights went out in Georgia again the other night. We had a 7-1 lead. In the second, hit a grand slam and a home run, and none of that counts tonight.
Nope, you can take all those numbers away. The only thing that still counts another night is my cracked mirror on my truck. That's the only thing that still stands.
Was it the grand slam or the home run that got your mirror?
I'm not sure which one it was, but one of the three got it. And but yeah, that's the only thing. All the grand slam, the 7-1 lead, everything is gone. All back to zeros now.
Your truck has taken a beating over the last few years with CSN. We had a tent fly into it when we were doing a semi-pro football game a couple of years ago too, man. I'm sorry, man. I didn't tell you about the hazards of CSN.
Well, I guess I should have been a little bit smarter than parking, 20 feet behind the fence. I should have parked it out there further, so that's my fault.
I see that. You parked a little further back this time than normal.
Well, it must have had to happen in the second game, because when I left briefly between game 1 and game 2, it wasn't like that. Then I noticed it after we was packing up after game 2. So.
Well, I don't want you to feel left out now. The CSN trailer was hit a few times last year with home runs. I think Crawford got one of them.
Yeah.
Cole did. Cole's got a dent. I still need to get him to sign it, too. I was going to get him to sign it last year. He's got a dent in my production trailer.
Yep.
And but anyway, what are you looking for now? I talked to Coach Marchman a little bit before the Brooks game yesterday, and he said everything that happened last Friday, nothing carries over to tonight, so it's just like a regular, everything just falls in line, like it regularly would.
That's right, starting out, the first inning 0-0.
Yeah, yep. So, everything just resets, right?
Yep.
So what do you look for out of the Indians tonight? They got Brooks this week, so, we beat them 15-2 last night.
Well, that was just unfortunate. Happened, last week early in the week when the lights went out. The Indians had a 7-1 lead, and I think that was in the second inning, so everything was clicking offensively. Eventually, like you said, 2 home runs, a grand slam, and a solo home run, and everything was going for the Indians. But like I said, we start back at the ground zero, 0-0. It's going to give the Panthers a chance to do what they do, and both teams are going to play good ball.
Hopefully, we open up with that offense that we opened up with last night, and put these guys away, because Clinch, a rivalry game, you can throw everything out the window, man. You never know what's going to happen in these games.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams. You definitely don't want to get any further behind in the region than what you are. So it's a big game for both teams.
All right, here's player introductions and the national anthem. Who's up there tonight? Can you hear him?
Dr. Howard.
Dr. Howard. With Dr. Howard. All right, that was play introductions in the national anthem with Dr. Josh Howard. Play, first pitch coming up next. You're watching Swamp War, produced by CSN. Stetson Development Company is a proud supporter of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, land clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003 or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging Corporation is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities, and employer-paid benefits. Please apply at agmpack.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Walker Jones is your automotive.
Welcome back to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. First pitch coming up here in just a moment. You're watching Swamp War on CSN. Sammy?
All right, for the Panthers here on top of the first will be number 24, Carter Griffiths. He'll lead it off. He'll be followed by number 6, Jake King, and then number 2, Dane Brown will be the first three for the Panthers. On the mound for the Indians, number 1, Ethan Crawford. So Griffiths, King, Brown, then Rutherford, Godfrey, then Wheeler, and then Bennett, Corbett, and Fortner for the Panthers. Griffiths is digging into the batter's box, and he's ready to go. First pitch. Foul tipped at the plate. 0-1. One pitch a little bit high. One. Little outside, 2-1. Defensively for the Indians on the mound, Crawford behind the plate. Chase Roden at first base. Eli Hobbs at second base. Grant Harris, shortstop. Griffin Thomas. I'll give you the rest of them in just a minute. 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1. At third base, number 9, Brody Baker. In left field, number 20, Jacob Thigpen. Center field, number 3, David Walters. And right field, number 6, Brantley Nettles. Three-one pitch, high, ball 4. So leadoff walk for Carter Griffiths. Again on defense for the Indians, Hobbs at first, Harris at second, Thomas at short, and Baker over at third. That's going to bring up number 6, Jake King. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Very rare during the regular season we get 3 umpires, but we have 3 umpires in this evening's game. 0-1, swung on, hit out toward the left, and that's going to get down for a hit. Thigpen in on second.
Oh, that was close.
Not in time. Close play. Good hustle by Jacob to get that ball in. So runners at first and second now for the Panthers. And that's going to bring up number 2, Dane Brown. Brown had a long, long home run back in game 1. On Friday night. First pitch to him is swung on a miss, 0-1. A 1 pitch. Called strike, 0-2. Nettles in right, Walters in center, and Thigpen in left. 0-2 pitch, curve, hit out of foul. This counter remain 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch.
That got it.
Just missed the outside corner.
Ooh,
good pitch.
just a little bit.
Chase tried to frame it back there behind the plate, but he didn't get the call.
Touch outside.
1-2.
Huh?
Yep. Time called at the plate. Brown will step out for just a minute. Now he'll dig back in. We'll have a 1-2 count. Here it is. Fouled off at the plate again. Still 1-2. Time called at the plate. Chase Nathan trying to get it on the signs. Now they're together and get ready for another 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Curve, swung on a miss, got him. Good breaking ball from Ethan.
1 down.
So with 1 down, that'll bring up center fielder, number 1, Ian Relaford. First pitch to him is high. Chase popped up like he might going to throw down to second. It pops out of his glove. No throw.
Chase was about to launch that thing to second. He's picked off several this year.
Yep. One-oh pitch is swung on a miss. 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. 2-1. 2-1 pitch right down the middle, 2-2. Two pitch. One going to hit out towards short. Griffin Fields on the second, in time for one on the first, not in time. So the Indians get the leader runner at second. But Rutherford beats out to throw to first. He's a quick, fast runner. And on the play, Carter Griffiths will move over to third. Two down, and that's going to bring up number 3, Race Godfrey. Godfrey to DH. He'll be hitting for Jacob Delk. First pitch, runner going. Pitcher swung on a miss. Throw down to second. Not in time. We're going to go to the plate with it. Throw there, and the runner is out at home. So Griffiths is thrown out of the plate for right number 3. Panthers will get a couple on here on top of the first, but nothing doing. Go to the bottom half. Indians coming to the plate.
We'll be back right after this.
Superstore on Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Plus our pre-owned Supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at WalkerJones.com.
Walker Jones.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says go Indians.
Welcome back to Indian Field, Swamp War. No score. The Panthers straying 2. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians in the bottom of the first, leading off will be number 3, David Walters, followed by Ethan Crawford, then Griffin Thomas. Rest of the lineup, again, Walters, Crawford, Thomas, Hobbs, Brandon Nettles, Grant Harris. Bottom 3 is Brody Baker, Jacob Thigpen, and Chase Roden. On the mound for the Panthers, number 27, Jacob Delk. Rest of the defense for the Panthers, Delk on the mound. Behind the plate, number 9, Watts Fortner. At first base, number 7, Levi Corbett. At second base, number 25, Weston Bennett. At shortstop, number 6, Jake King. At third, number 12, Remington Wheeler. In left field, number 24, Carter Griffiths. In center field, Ian Rutherford. And in right field, number 2, Dane Brown. And that's your defense for the Panthers. Walters will lead it off for the Indians. David had that grand slam in game 2 that was taken away after that game was rescheduled. First pitch to him is right down the middle. 0-1. To Walters is fisted off down the right side, out of play. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, breaking ball, just missed the inside corner. Two and two.
Ooh, did it get him?
That's just missed him. So 3-2 to leadoff man David Walters. 3-2 pitch, swung on and foul back. Still 1-2. Three-two pitch. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. So 1 down. And that's going to bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford. First pitch to Ethan is outside, 1-0. Panthers come into this game 8-7 overall, 7-2 in region play. 1-0, swung on a miss, 1-1. Good fastball from Dilk. Indians come in at 11-2 overall and 7-2 in region. So both teams with the same identical region record at 7-2. One, little check swing foul, 1-2.
That was self-defense. I want to welcome you Panther fans to the webcast. I understand Creekbox couldn't make the trip, so welcome to the webcast. We hope you enjoy it.
1-2. Breaking ball, stayed outside. 2-2. Two pitch. Just missed the outside corner again. 3-2.
Well, he's consistent. Because I thought we hit the corners a few times at the top of the first, but at least he's calling it the same both ways.
3-2. Swung on hitter toward third. Fielded by Wheeler on the first. In time for out number 2. Good job there at first by Corbett. Kind of pulled him off the bag a little bit. He made the play and then immediately tagged it back for the out. So with 2 down, that'll bring up number 8, Griffin Thomas. First pitch, outside, 1-0. No pitch is fouled back. 1-1. Two and one. Two-one pitch, a swung on, hit down to the left side. Still going.
He makes the
and
catch.
That's going to be caught for round number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Indians in the bottom of the first. Go to the top of the second, no score.
I want to get this out real quick before we head to a break. Friday night has changed a little bit. They moved the games up. First game will be at 3:30 Friday. That's youth night. So first pitch for game 1 will be at 3:30. All youth players should be at Indian Field by 5 p.m. for game 2. Game 2 will not begin before 5 p.m. And the Indians will do player introductions and the national anthem prior to game 2 so the youth kids can run out with the tribe during player introductions. So be aware of that, youth baseball fans and Rexters. Y'all wear your jerseys, wear your uniforms, and come out here and be a part of Indians baseball. All right, we're going to take a quick break after this word from the NFHS. Welcome back to Indian Field. No score. We're in the top of the second. Sammy Hendricks with the call. Sammy?
All right, leading off the second for the Panthers will be number 3, Race Godfrey. Godfrey was at the plate back in the first when out number 3 was made at the plate.
Sammy, real quick, I got to give Tammy a shout out. She came with me yesterday and held an umbrella over my head the whole game so I could see the laptop.
Oh, yeah?
And I failed to give her a shout out last night, so I wanted to give her a shout out today.
Well, you got a good wife there. A lot of wives wouldn't do that.
What's that?
Well, I said a lot of wives wouldn't done that. And you didn't bring your canopy with you.
Well, you've been in front of this laptop. You know how everything reflects off this thing. Yeah. So she went out there with me and held up an umbrella the whole time. I was like royalty the whole time, man.
Good.
You believe that, right?
Was she pouring you a drink at the same time?
I had a purple Powerade.
0-2 on Godfrey. Godfrey, Wheeler, and Bennett, the first 3 for the Panthers here in the second. Oh, 2 pitch. Call strike 3, got him looking. Good fastball from Ethan Crawford. That'll bring up number 12, Remington Wheeler.
I'll tell you what, though, the Brooks people were excellent baseball hosts, man. They helped me out every way they possibly could yesterday.
That's good.
Getting set up, so that was nice.
They all should be that way.
Yeah. What's that?
I said everybody should be that way.
I'm telling you, man. I wish.
1-1 on Wheeler.
It makes it so much easier for everyone and the fans when schools are receptive to this kind of stuff.
It really does, yeah. 1-1 pitch it out here towards center. Walters going back and over to his right, and Mace a great running diving catch. I think that ball kept carrying away from David. Thought he was going to catch it on the run.
Nice catch, man.
He won that, had to leave his feet and make the catch. We're out number 2.
I want you to know the cameraman got that too. I got that shot.
Wynn kind of played a little tricks on that ball. It just kept moving away from him, but he stayed with it, made a great catch. Now batting number 25, Weston Bennett. He just went out in front of the plate. Chase over on the first, in time for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Panthers. In the top of the second, go to the bottom half, still no score.
We'll be back right after this. Gowan Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership.
Welcome back to Indian Field. No score. Swamp War. Here's Sammy with a call.
All right, leading off the second for the Indians will be Eli Hobbs, followed by Brantley Nettles and Grant Harris. Jacob Delt still on the mound for the Panthers.
Oh, Coach Marshall and I are going to get together tomorrow about 5 o'clock. Probably won't be live. Probably tape it and upload it, but we're going to do a Coach Marchman show tomorrow at 5.
Okay.
And JV's on the road tomorrow at Camden.
Doubleheader Friday. Times have changed. That's 3 and 5. 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock for Friday. And then 3 games on Saturday. A JV game, I think, is at 10. Then 2 varsity games to follow that. First pitch to Eli is low and outside, 1-0.
And Pork Chop Saturday. Is there anything else could possibly be going on this week?
Don't say that too loud.
It's a busy week, man.
1-0, and that got
Ooh,
Eli in the back. So Eli will be at first.
I think Eli took a hit last night at bat, too. Seems like I remember him getting hit last night.
So that'll bring up number 6, Brantley Nettles. Runner going, pitch is inside. Fortner bobbled it at the plate, so no throw to second. And Hobbs will be there now with nobody out. One-0 pitch. Swung hit over to the middle. That's going to get through to the left side. Hobbs is going around third. He'll go to the plate. And to get cut off. And the Indians will take an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Give Nettles an RBI single.
The Tribe strike first.
That'll bring up number 7, Grant Harris. Third at first. Brantley goes back on his belly.
Now, record-wise, as it stands before first pitch tonight, there's a 3-way tie in the region lead, right?
Yep. All at 7-2.
Us, Lanier, Irwin. Four-way.
Yeah.
Us, Lanier, Irwin, and Clinch.
Pitch to Harris is high and outside. 1-0.
This region's going to go down to the last game on that last Friday night.
Runner going. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. Not in time. So stolen base for Nettles. If you're looking ahead at each opponent's, or both of these teams' opponents on Friday, Panthers will face Eccles in a doubleheader, and the Indians will face Brooks County. Two-0, shows bunt, pulls back, takes it outside, throw back to second, not in time. Nice effort by Fortner behind the plate. Almost got Nettles.
3-0.
Harris showed bunt back on that 2-0 pitch, took it outside. Let's see if Coach Marshman has been trying to lay one down again. Instead, Delco faked to second. Pitch, not bunting. Pitch is outside, ball 4. So first and second now with nobody out. And I'll bring up number 9, Brody Baker. Jacob Thigpen on deck. First pitch to Baker. He's showing bunt. He bunts it right back to the pitcher. Fields throws to first. In time there for the out. So good job sacrificing by Brody Baker. Get the runners over to second and third with less than 2 outs. That'll bring up Jacob Thigpen for the Indians. First pitch to Thigpen, a small gone hit out toward short right field. Oh, it's down for a hit. And the runner held at third, and they will go to the plate, and he's safe there. So Nettles had to hold to see if that ball got down or not. He got a late jump. And by the time the right fielder, Brown, comes in, throws to the plate, and Nettles is just able to beat the throw. And on that throw to the plate, Harris will move up to third. And Thigpen now stands at second. And that'll bring up number 15, Cheese Roden. First pitch is wrong, hit a short, hard hit ball right at the shortstop. King on the first, in time for out number 2, but the run scores. So Chase does his job. He gets the run in. Give him an RBI. And Thigpen will move over to third on the play. And we'll go back to the top of the order. David Walters. Walters struck out back in the first. 3-0 now Indians. Pitch to David is outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch is swung on and hit high down to the left side. Left fielder going over and makes the catch for out number 3. But a good inning for the Indians. They get 3. Leave a runner at third. Go to the top of the third. Indians lead at 3-0.
We'll be back right after this. You're watching Indians baseball via CSN when we come back.
Have made Friday Night Football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Your Tribe are up 3-0 over the Panthers. We're in the third. Sammy?
All right, leading off the third for the Panthers will be Levi Corbett, Watts Fortner, then back to the top of the lineup, Carter Griffiths. 8-9-1 due here for the Panthers. Good inning for the Indians in the bottom of the second. 3 runs on only 2 hits. Corbett to lead it off. Panther first baseman. First pitch to him is swung on, foul back. Levi, right-handed hitter. Lefty with the glove on the infield and does a great job at first base for the Panthers. He swings and fouls it back 0-2. Good-looking ball player. O2 pitch, curveball, squealed over toward the first base dugout, foul. O2 to Corbett. Here it is. Swung on, hit over toward right. Nettles in. He dives for it. Can't make the play. It rolls in front of him. Corbett takes a big turn around first, slides, and he will scamper back to the bag for a leadoff single.
That was a heck of an effort, though.
And that'll bring up number 9, Watts Fortner.
He stretched out for that thing.
Throw to first, back in safe. First pitch is high, 1-0. Two and 0. Three and 0. Three-0 pitches down low, ball 4. So Walter Fortner, the Panthers runners at first and second now. We'll go back to the top of the order. Carter Griffiths. Griffiths walked to lead the game off back in the first. He was eventually thrown out at the plate to end that inning. He shows bunt and bunts it out in front of the mound. Carter fields on the first, and the ball gets by Hobbs at first. Corbett's going to score. Fortner will move over to third. And Griffiths will move up to second. Nope, now they're going to send, let's check. Now we're going to send him back to third. So 1 run scores. Runner's going to be at second and third. So that'll be a throwing error on Ethan. And that's going to bring up number 6, Jake King. King singled back in the first. First pitch is on the corner, 0-1. So the throwing error by Crawford allowed the Panthers to get their first run of the game. 3-1 now. 0-1. So we're going to hit out toward right, and that's going to get down. Nettles over to cut it off. He'll get it in. 1 run's in. They're going to go to the plate.
Got him.
Safe at home.
Oh.
So 2 runs are going to score on the play. And just like that, we're all tied at 3. Some good heads up. Aggressive base running by the Panthers to tie this ball game up. Still nobody out. That's going to bring up number 2, Dane Brown. First pitch to him was low, 1-0. Pitch is hit high in the air to center field. David Walters over to his left a couple steps and makes the catch for route number 1. So with 1 down, that'll bring up Ian Relaford.
1 down.
Ian reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. First pitch to him is swung on and foul back, 0-1. 1-1. One pitch is high and outside, 2-1. Throw to first. King back safe. Action down in the Panther bullpen. That's number 8, Hunter Henderson, warming up for the Panthers. Rutherford swings and fouls one back. 2-2. Two pitch. Call strike 3. Got him looking. Good pitch from Ethan. Rutherford probably was looking for some kind of breaking ball. Ethan threw it right by him. And with 2 down, that's going to bring up Royce Godfrey. Godfrey struck out back in the second. First pitch to him was fouled off at the plate. 0-1.
On check swing foul.
Oh, 1 and for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2, little check swing foul at the plate. They asked me swung. The first base umpire said no, he did not. So 1-2. One-two pitch, high. 2-2. Two pitch stayed high. Breaking ball. 3-2 now on Royce Godfrey. And you'll expect King to be running on this 3-2 pitch. Here's the pitch, runner going, pitch is low and outside, ball 4. So first and second now with 2 outs for the Panthers. That'll bring up number 12, Remington Wheeler. Wheeler flew out to center back in the second on a great defensive play by the center fielder, David Walters. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1.
Well, that concession stand smelling good. You get a whiff of that just
I
now?
do, yep. Oh, 1 fouled over toward the right side and caught by the infielder, Griffin Thomas, for out number 3. But a throwing error cost the Indians here in the third. Panthers get 3, go to the bottom of the third, all tied at 3.
We'll be back right after this.
You work hard, and you need a truck that works as hard as you do. There's only one name to know: Walker Jones. That means independence, innovation, and rugged dependability. At the home of the lifetime warranty, we'll treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
This is Brad Tootin, and come see me at Walker Jones GMC in Waycross, Georgia.
GMC, we are professiontal grade. Walker Jones GMC, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonesgmc.com.
West Folkestone Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts and accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians!
Hey, Indians fans, are you looking for a better banking experience? At Georgia's Own Credit Union, our goal is to save you money. We'll help you level up your game with better rates, lower fees, and easy access to your funds. With 35 branches and a network of over 110,000 ATMs.
Welcome back to Indian Field. We're all tied up at 3. Sammy?
All right. In the bottom of the third for the Indians will be Crawford, Thomas, and Hobbs. Ethan grounded out to third, back in the first. Indians got 3 runs in the bottom of the second, and the Panthers came right back in the top of the third and got 3. First pitch to Crawford is a little bit low, 1-0. 2-0. Pitch just missed the inside corner, 3-0. Pitch is right down the middle, 3-1. Pitch inside, ball 4. So good start for the Indians here in the bottom of the third. Crawford at first. That'll bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin flew out to deep left back in the first. See if Griffin can get that home run back that he got taken away back in game 2 Friday night due to a rescheduled game. Throw over to first. Ethan's back safe. Pitch to Griffin, right down the middle, 0-1. The 1 pitch is a pitch out. Throw back to first. Safe, great play over there by Corbett at first base. Panthers must have thought Crawford was going on that pitch with a pitch out. 1-1 pitch, high, 2-1. Dale will step off and take a look at first. Now we'll toe the rubber again. Two 2-1 pitch. Runner going, third down to second, not in time. So that'll be a stolen base for Crawford. It'll be the third stolen base of the game for the Indians. 3-1 now on Griffin Thomas. The 3-1 pitch is swung on a foul off down the right side.
Wanted to block everything. Roll it up one notch.
3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
Outside, ball 4. So first and second now with nobody out for the Indians. And that's going to bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli was hit by a pitch and scored back in the first.
There you go. Need a longer one, don't I?
Yeah.
Need a longer. Get you a sheet.
Yeah.
Over there.
Blackout sheet. Time called at the plate. Eli steps out. Now he'll step back in.
But where's he going first? Nobody at first. Bases loaded. That was a well-placed bunt.
So after not being able to make a play on that infield roller, that'll load him up for the Indians. That'll bring up Brantley Nettles now. Nettles had an RBI single and stole a base back in the second. And the Panthers will bring the infield in. They'll go about a step on the grass. First pitch is swung on a miss. Oh, and 1. Ball bounces up there. It goes over to the backstop, and Crawford will score. And the Indians will retake the lead now, 4-3. Thomas will move over to third, and Hobbs up to second.
You have 2 and 1.
2-1. Two-one pitch, low, 3-1. Three-one is swung on a miss, 3-2. Pitch to Nettles, that's low.
That'd be ball 4, wouldn't it?
That's what I had.
That's what I got. That's what the scoreboard had, too.
I guess I missed a pitch somewhere. So 3-2 now on Nettles. Swung out here toward the left. And that ball's going to get down. Thomas will score. Eli rounds third, and he'll go to the plate, and he'll score. So 2 more RBIs for Brantley. And he'll move into second.
Looks like we're going to get a pitching change for the Panthers.
Pitching change.
Get your bifocals out.
Yeah, Delco will come out. I believe that's going to be number 8. Hunter Henderson will come on and pitch now for the Panthers. It is number 8, Hunter Henderson. And for the Indians, that'll bring up number 7, Grant Harris.
All right, while he's warming up, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the break. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. It's on touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
back to Indian Field, y'all. Indians up 6-3. I have no outs and a runner at second. New pitcher on the mound for the Panthers as well. So they still got both of those. That could change the entire complexion.
Yep.
Sammy and I were talking about the remaining schedule for the Panthers, and they still have Lanier and Irwin on their schedule as well.
That's right. Yep. All right, Henderson has finished his warm-up tosses, and he says he's ready to go. And Indians will have runners at second, nobody out, and Grant Harris coming to the plate. Harris walked and scored back into second. First pitch, Harris shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the ball outside, 1-0. Pitch, swung on a miss, 1-1.
And these 3-game series with each region team, the whole region could swing in a week, couldn't it?
Harris squares, shows bunt set, foul, out of play. Yeah, you could very easily be up 3 games and finish that series down or tied or down 3 games.
Yeah, just like that.
Could be a 6-game swing either
season
way.
change.
Yep. 1-2 on Harris. Pitch to him is swung on, hit out towards second. That's going to get through. Nettles around third. He'll go to the plate. We'll have a throw there, and it's going to be high, not in time. And on a throw to the plate, Grant Harris will go into second. So give him a single and an RBI, and he'll go to second on the throw to the plate. So Harrison Nettles changed spots there at second. And that'll bring up number 9, Brody Baker. Brody grounded out to the pitcher. Back into second. First pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. He shows bunt and bunts it down the third base line. It's going to roll foul. So 1-1. Now the Indians' third baseman, Brody Baker. Baker takes the pitch down low. 2-0.
That one was a foul, wasn't it?
That's right, it is 2-1. 2-1, I think now.
2-1?
Yeah, they got it wrong on the scoreboard. Baker swings and hits one to short right center field. Bend it over about 2 steps on the grass and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 down, runner still at second. That'll bring up number 20, Jacob Thigpen. Jacob had an RBI single back into second. First pitch to Thigpen on the inside corner. 0-1. Curve in for a strike, 0-2. Breaking ball, got him looking. Strike 3, low strike call on that one. So with 2 down, that's going to bring up Chase Roden. Chase had an RBI on a ground out to short back in the second. First pitch to him is chopped over toward third. That's a fair ball. Cost a dime to first. Corbett with a good defensive play at first for out number 3. But the Indians get 4 runs here in the bottom of the third. Go to the top half. They lead it 7-3.
We'll be back right after this. If you'd like to advertise on CSN, you can contact me at 912-276-7999. Or you can message us on Facebook, and we'll be glad to send you a packages. Obviously, we're halfway through the season, so any package at this point would be prorated to reflect that. But shoot us a message if you want to get that last-minute advertisement in. We'll be glad to help you out. We'll be right back.
We're never far away. Best of all, we support the people, places, and teams that make Georgia great. Stop by our local office at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkston. To learn more about Georgia Zone, visit georgiazone.org. Georgia Zone is federally insured by the NCUA.
Nothing is better when the heat is on than to come cool down at the Chill Zone. Come and let the Chill Zone be your favorite spot to grab a snow cone. It's our specialty with so many delicious flavors to choose from. And don't miss out. Check out the full menu, where you're sure to find something from our wide variety of selections to suit your cravings. And don't forget, the Chill Zone is mobile, so wherever you may find yourself with the need to keep your cool, just look for that bright yellow Chill Zone mobile and come cool down at the Chill Zone.
Charlton Electric, serving Charlton. Welcome back to Indian Field. Indians up 7-3. We're in the 4th. Sammy.
Right, just waiting on the catcher to get behind the plate. Crawford will finish up his warm-up tosses. For the Panthers here in the 4th will be 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Weston Bennett, Levi Corbett, and Watts Fortner will be your first 3.
Man, is it a beautiful day out here for baseball or what?
It is.
It's nice.
I think I might be, should have worn my shorts and I'm getting suntan on my arm. I might want to bring my shorts and get my suntan on my legs.
You dressed for the beach over there.
Oh, wow, we're ready to go now. Bennett will lead it off. Bennett was grounded out back in the second on a great play by Chase Roden. Catcher to first.
Get that thing out, son. There we go.
First pitch, breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Still 0-2. Curve just missed outside. 1-2. Have you heard any dates on spring football?
Yeah, they're having a meeting March 25th.
1-2 pitch is swung on a miss.
But other than that, I haven't heard anything else about spring football.
Yeah. I guess it'll be spring, yeah. So 1 down, that'll bring to number 7, Levi Corbett. Corbett singled and scored back into third.
I know I was thinking about that earlier. That I'll share it with you in a minute.
Kerr, a beauty in for a strike. 0-1.
And they're back when AJ and them played. They'd all be out there without coaches, obviously. Hit by a pitch, he'll head to first.
Well, I think
that offense would be getting together all the time, year round. AJ and Raquan and them would get that offense together, the skill players, without coaches, obviously. And they'd be going through plays all the time. You don't see that anymore. I don't know why.
Well, usually the soap game's in May, isn't it?
What's that?
The soap game usually in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you used to see that all the time. The boys would just get together without coaches on their own, and they'd be going over the offense and all that stuff. You don't see that anymore.
Throw over to first, and the ball's going to get by Eli. And good hustle by Eli, or hold Corbett at first.
Got him at second.
So Fortner lays down a bunt to third. And on the play, Baker will come in and make a good one-hop throw to second. They'll get the lead runner. One down, runner at first now. And we will go back to the top of the order. Creation, that's 2 down. And we'll go back to the top of the order, number 24, Carter Griffiths. Second base popped up out of the ground on that play there, on that last out. And Indians over there, it's like Coach Marchman doing some field maintenance. So a little timeout here. All right, he got it back in the ground.
Voted best field in the state right here.
As they would say on TV, outstanding job to the ground crew.
It's pretty when it's right. I'll tell you what, Brooks has a nice complex.
I ain't never been there before.
They have stadium seating.
Really?
Yeah, man, that's nice.
All right, 2 down, runner at first. Carter Griffiths at the plate now for the Panthers. First pitch to him, runner going, pitches low, throw down to second, strong throw. Got the tag for out number 3. Great throw and a great play by Griffin Thomas at second. Chase with a rocket. They get him stealing for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Panthers in the top of the 4th. Go to the bottom half. Indians lead at 7-3.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Indian Field, Swamp War. Indians up 7-3. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians in the 4th, be top of the order, David Walters, Ethan Crawford, and Griffin Thomas. Walters is 0 for 2. He struck out in the 1st and flew out to left in the 2nd. Number 8, Hunter Henderson on the pitch, his 2nd inning of work for the Panthers. First pitch to David is down low, 1-0. 2-0. Curve in for a strike. And a good one. 2-1. Curve in for a strike. 2-2.
No pitch, I think. I thought I saw the blue stand up.
No pitch. Illegal pitch on the play, so it's going to be 3-2. 3-2 now.
What you got?
Illegal pitch, 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. So what the no pitch? It was illegal pitch.
Yeah.
Got you. All right.
Time called at the plate. David will step out real quick. Now he'll step back in and ready to go. 3-2 pitch. Swung here toward third. Fielded there by Wheeler. Across the diamond to first. Safe. Ball gets by Corbett at first. Walters will take the turn around second. First, he'll go to second. And now he's going to go to third. The third over there is wide. He gets by the third baseman. And Walters will go to the plate and he will score. So 2 throwing errors on the play will allow Walters to score. And the Indians now lead at 8-3.
In the park home run.
So a throwing error on the third baseman, Wheeler, then one on the right fielder, Brown. That'll bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford. Ethan grounded out to third in the first. Walt stole a base and scored in the third.
Well, before we go to our next break, Coach Jones just texted me. I'll get on the air what he has to say about spring football and everything.
Good deal, yep.
Before the next break.
Ethan swings and hits one down the left side.
Foul ball.
The foul. Curveball stayed high. 2-2. It's about time to see some of these big guys like Ethan and Eli and Chase start hitting some of these long balls. 2-2. So we're going to hit out towards center, and that's going to get down. Rutherford over, gets it in quickly to hold Crawford to a single. So with one down, Christian, nobody down, runner at first, that'll bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin flew out to deep left into first, and then he walked and scored into third.
Sub runner at first.
Number 7, Grant Lawrence will come on and run for Crawford.
That's cheating, man. You could hear him announce it, couldn't you? That's not right. I have to zoom in and look up numbers and everything. You can hear them announce it.
At first, Lawrence just got back in there.
That's completely unfair.
To the first again a close play.
That was close.
Man, Corbett does a great job there on first. That left-handed glove, he's got a quick snap to the base runner, makes everything close over there. Pitch to Griffin, high and inside. 1-0. Throw to first again. Again, Lawrence back on his belly. One-0 pitch, runner going. Pitch is called strike. Throw down to second, not in time, and the ball go out into center field, but not far enough for Lawrence to advance. Great job of backing up by Rutherford. 1-1 to Griffin Thomas. Griffin showed a bunt, tried to bunt it, bunts it foul. 1-2. So Griffin not trying to sacrifice Lawrence over, just trying to bunt for a hit there. That's what it appeared to be. 1-2 outside, and that ball goes all the way to the backstop. And Lawrence will move over to third. Two to Thomas. Swung on in. That's going to get through to the left side. So RBI single for Griffin Thomas. Indians now leading 9-3. Now come to the plate for the Indians, number 5, Eli Hobbs. Eli was hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Singled and scored in the third. First pitch to him, he bounced over toward third, but foul. A 1 pitch.
I don't think he
check
went.
Swing, and he held up. They're going to ask the first base umpire, and he said no swing. 1-1. Runner going. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air over toward the Indians dugout. Third baseman Wheeler over right just inside the foul line and makes the catch for out number 1. So Thomas at first now with 1 out. That'll bring up Brantley Nettles. Brantley 2 for 2. He had an RBI single back in the second. Stole a base, scored a run. And in the third, he doubled. And had 2 RBIs and also scored. Griffin will still second on the play. 0-1 on Nettles.
Ooh,
the pitch
chin
is
music.
Way inside. Runner going to third. No swing. The pitch is low. They said he went. So good jump by Griffin. He'll be at third now with 1 out. And I believe it's 1 and 2 on Nettles. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled off it down third. That's a fair ball. Long throw first. Corbett makes the play for out number 2. Wheeler went over right at the foul line and wound up coming back in and make that play. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up Grant Harris. Harris swings and hits one down the right side, but foul. Oh, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Pitch to Harris is chopped over toward deep, short. King
Safe.
with a throw, not in time. So an infield single for Grant Harris. A score run for the Indians. Give him an RBI. And he'll be at first with 2 down. And that'll bring up Brody Baker. Baker 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Another chopper over to the left side, and that's going to be deep short again. King across the first,
Come
not
off
in
the
time.
bag.
So the Indians are hitting it right over there in that hole between third and short. King's getting to every play, but just ain't quite got the arm strength to make the throw across. So back-to-back infield hits and almost the exact same spot for the Indians. I'll give them runners at first and second. And that's going to bring up Thigpen. First pitch to him is low and outside. And that ball get by the catcher. Fortner roll all the way to the backstop, and runners will move up to second and third. Indians now lead at 10-3. That ball bounces up there, and it's going to go to the backstop. And no play at the plate. And Harris will score. It'll make it 11-3, and Baker will move over to third. Chopper foul. 2-1. Jacob had an RBI single into second and struck out into third. Two one high, 3-1. Thigpen swings and hits a little squibber over toward the first base dugout. 3-2. Three-two pitch. Here it is, and that's in the dirt. That ball will get by the catcher. And on the play, Baker will score. So that run will score on a pass ball or a wild pitch, so no RBI for Thigpen on that at-bat. But he'll be at first now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Chase Roden. Chase 0 for 3, 2 ground outs. First pitch to him is swung on, hit high in the air to center. Rutherford going back, and makes a catch about 4 feet from the fence for out number 3. But 5 score for the Indians here in the bottom of the 4th. They go to the top of the 5th. Indians lead it 12-3.
We'll be back. Oh, real quick. I want to go over what Coach Jones sent me, Indians football head coach, Demario Jones. He said the kids are working extremely hard in the weight room. They've seen huge gains overall in weight and strength, so that's good. He wanted to thank the quarterback club for fueling the tribe's nutrition group. And the football parents have a meeting for all rising 9 through 12 players, 9th grade through 12th grade players, on Monday, March 24th in the cafeteria at 6:30. That is a mandatory meeting for each player and to have at least one parent attending.
Okay.
So he said he's got a busy spring plan and a busy summer plan. Big things ahead for the tribe in 2025.
Okay, we appreciate that, Coach Jones. Thanks for the information, and we'll get that passed along.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Surrounding counties with over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixtures, and much more. Call us today for an estimate, 912-496-4528. Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral. Welcome back to Indian Fields, Sammy.
All right, for the Panthers in the fifth. Top of the order, number 24, Carter Griffiths, followed by Jake King and Dane Brown. Griffiths walked in the first, reached on the air and scored in the third. First pitch from Ethan is down low, 1-0. One-0 pitch is swung on a miss. Breaking ball stayed high, 2-1. Two and two. Two pitch, curve on the corner, strike three. Got him looking.
One down.
Ethan may have got a little bit there from the blue, but out number one. I'll bring up Jake King. King 2 for 2, 2 singles, and I had 2 RBIs in the third. 13 runs on 9 hits for the Indians, 3 runs on 3 hits for the Panthers through 4. First pitch to King is called strike 0-1. 1-1. Indians have committed 1 error. Panthers have committed 2. Chopped over toward second. Fielder there by Harris. On the first in time for out number 2.
2 down.
That'll bring up Dane Brown. Dane struck out in the first and flew out to deep center in the third. First pitch, breaking ball, good one from Ethan in for a strike, 0-1. Down low. Brown hit a screamer right out here on Friday night in game 1, right over top of the press box out here. I believe that was a 3-run homer and a big inning for the Panthers. 1-1, bounced up there, 2-1.
Well, now that's some hustle right there. Shortstop going all the way in to get that foul ball.
There ain't no team that does it any better.
Do what now?
I said there ain't a team that does it any better when it comes to these foul balls like that.
I know it. We'll chase a foul ball all over the place.
Yep. Don't matter if it's at our own ballpark or if it's somewhere else.
It's always been like that here.
2-1 pitch, called strike, 2-2. Two pitch fouled off at the plate. That got Brown in the foot, so the counter remained 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Shot over on the right side. And they're going to call it foul. Said it got Brown in the foot as
Foul
well.
ball?
Yep. Another 2-2. Swung on in and fouled off down the left side this time. Still 2-2. Two pitch, stayed outside, 3-2. Three-two pitch, here it is. Swung on, hit foul down the left side.
They're battling.
And the count will stay 3-2. Of the Panther right fielder here in game number 3. Two down, nobody on. 3-2 on Dane Brown. Here it is. Chopped over toward first. Eli fields it, takes a couple steps to his left, tags the bag for route number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Panthers in the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom half. Indians lead it 12-3.
We'll be back right after this. You're watching Indians baseball via CSN when we come back.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate.
That's in development. Welcome back to Indian Field. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Indians up 12-3. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians here in the 5th, be top of the order. Walters, Crawford, and Thomas. David reached on the air in the last inning on a wild throw from the third baseman and went by the first baseman. He went to second, and then the right fielder came over to pick up the ball and try to get him at third, and it went array, and David was able to score on a couple errors.
I thought Chase had him a walk-off home run a while ago, man. About 5 feet.
Well, it wouldn't have, now I think it wouldn't have been a walk-off because it was only in the 4th inning.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. But it would have been a 2-run homer, though.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch to David is inside. David swings and hits one over to the left side, and that's going to get through. Walter takes a big turn at first, and he will hustle back to the bag. Leadoff single. That'll bring up Crawford. Ethan grounded out in the first. He walked and scored in the third, singled and scored in the 4th. Runner going. Pitch is low. Throw down to second. Not in time. No pitch. They're going to call a balk. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but home plate umpire called it, and he moved Walters over to third.
Still home.
Walters attacked the plate, and that will be your ball game. So your final in 5 innings, Charlton County Indians 13, Clinch County Panthers 3.
Indians run rule the Panthers. Sammy's going to have the post-game stats report here in just a second. Y'all don't forget we've got the Coach Marchman show. Probably we'll tape that tomorrow. That's set for 5 o'clock. Tape it, probably have it uploaded by 6:30. JV Indians are at Camden, and then we're back here for Youth Night, 3:30 Friday. Brooks County comes to town for a doubleheader. You ready, Sammy?
I'm ready.
Here's Sammy with a post-game stats report.
All right, for the Panthers, 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. 3 runs, 3 hits and 2 errors. The Panthers left 3 runners on base. For the Indians, 13 runs, 10 hits and 1 error. 13 runs, 10 hits and 1 error. Indians left 3 runners on base. Correction, that was the Panthers left 3. So both teams left 3 runners on base. Winning pitcher is number 1, Ethan Crawford. Losing pitcher, number 27, Jacob Delk. Indians winning in 5, 13-3.
All right, thank y'all for watching. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time right here on the CSN Network.